this is Tomlin from TomlinHarmonicaLessons.com, and this week's harmonica lesson is all about the Canned Heat classic, On the Road Again. So for this lesson you will need a harmonica in the key of A. We're playing in second position in the key of E, but before I teach you how to play it, let's listen to what it's going to sound like. Okay, so you might have noticed that this is a one chord blues. So as its name suggests, that means that you just have one chord. It's not a chord progression, but what we do have is we have a little hook that gets played every 4 bars so that you kind of know where you are. You have something to lock into, and that's that. Okay, so let's get started with the first lick. First lick is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're sitting on that 2 draw, and we've got 2 halves to this lick. The first half, so that's 2 draw on the beat, beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, but on beat 3 it's just half a beat, and then we're going to play it again. So we're going to do ba 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 da. Okay, and you're going to articulate each of those 2 draws with your tongue. Okay, and then you're going to wait until beat 2 of the next bar before you play 1. Okay, so I'm going to slow down what I'm doing there so you can hear. So this is a really nice little 16th note lick that it took me ages to hear what was happening. I actually had to slow down the audio to hear that we've got. So you've got 2 draw on beat 2, and then the little 16th note bit starts on beat 3. You've got 2 draw whole step bend, 2 draw whole step bend, 1 draw, and then you're ending on a 1 blow on beat 4. So that's. So what I suggest you do is you practice playing just that bit. And practice playing it as lightly as possible and as clearly as possible before you increase the speed. Because this isn't a slow tune, you do need to have it up to kind of... Okay? So, let's put both halves of that lick together and hear what it's going to sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do it together now. So nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you're ending quite abruptly on that 1 blow at the end. Okay, I'm going through these licks quite quickly because you can always pause the video and spend some time practicing them. Let's have a look at lick 2. So this one's going to start on beat 2 of the next bar, and it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so this is mirroring the guitar riff that's being played. We're starting with 2 draw, then a 3 draw half step bend on beat 3, then a 4 blow on beat 4, and then straight away you're going to go to a clean 4 draw and slide it down to a 2 draw. You're going to do a glissando from 4 to 2 and land on beat 1 of the next bar. So that's 1. Okay, let's try that together nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so the thing to make sure when you're playing along with the backing track is that you are locked in with the guitar part, because the guitar part does dum 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 dum. So you need to make sure that you are playing along with it. Otherwise, it sounds really, really weird. Okay, so after that, we repeat the first lick again. And then we play lick 2 again, but with a variation. So I'm going to call it lick 3, but lick 3 is basically just lick 2 with a variation. And it sounds like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so what's happening? Well, at the end, instead of me stopping that 2 draw abruptly, I am holding it and then bending it down after a beat and a half to a 2 draw whole step bend, and then ending on a 1 draw on beat 3. But instead of counting this, I suggest you feel it, okay? So it's going to sound like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And try to make sure that that 1 draw lands on beat 3 at the end. Okay, let's do it together again, nice and slowly. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. A little bit faster. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, excellent. And then we get to lick number 4, which is different. It moves away from this motif, and it sounds like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we are playing on beat 1, 4 draw, then we're bending it down to a 4 draw bend, and then sliding to that 2 draw. Through the 3 draw. You're holding that, and then you're going to repeat it again on beat 1 of the next bar. And then you hold it this time, you hold the 2 draw, and then turn it into a bend, 2 draw whole step bend. Then on beat 3, you're going to hit a 1 draw, and then bend it down to a 1 draw half step bend. So let's just try that second half together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll put both halves together. Listen to what they sound like first before you play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you can play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try it a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we go back to lick number 2, as it was right at the beginning, starting on beat 2, a 1. Okay, right, so this whole tune is relatively simple, but it's got some little bits that are quite complex and technically demanding, so you need to spend some time just on those bits. So the basic idea, relatively simple, but those little bits that really make it, like the and those little bits, you got to get them right, otherwise it doesn't really sound as effective as the original. So with that in mind, maybe pause the video, work on those, and then let's try playing it through together with the backing track. Okay, excellent work. So don't be put off if you're finding it hard. It's a tough tune to get right. So to make it easier, what you can do is download the tab as well as audio clips and the backing track by clicking on the link in the description below and following the on-screen instructions. But before you do that, you can do a little something for me. You can hit the thumbs up by hitting the like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel because I put out a new harmonica lesson every Wednesday. All right, see you next week. Happy harping.